Good afternoon on this absolutely beautiful Saturday. I went out and checked the mail. It is lovely outside. Today's Let's Talk is going to be about intent, feelings, and reaction. This all came about. Usually, I get ideas like that through conversations. This all came about. We had cannot speak. Had an innocent conversation. I had sent Chelsea the song "God Gave Me You." She wrote back, "Why did you send that?" I said because I was feeling it. She said it was a love song. It was inappropriate. I said that wasn't my intentions. My intentions were thank you for being there as my friend. Because the one line that sticks out is God gave me you for the ups and downs. Well, we're still friends. She still helps me through stuff. So that's what I thought. My intentions, her feelings. So it brought me to this point of thinking, when is it, because your intentions could be different than their feeling, your feelings could be different than their intentions, and I started to think about it. In the end, one of them has to win over the other in order to communicate, because if you're just doing that, then you're not really getting anywhere. So I started thinking about it. My feelings are that, wrestling is me and Logan's sport. It's me and Logan's thing. It's a father-son thing. It's a bonding thing. But he does enjoy watching it with Chelsea, even though they don't do it a lot. It's not really their bonding thing. They have many things. Or his uncle Christopher, or his uncle Chris, or even putting it this way, if Chelsea starts dating and the guy wants to bond with Logan over something, well, then wrestling is a big part of his thing. Wrestling, video games. So my feelings are that that's daddy son thing, daddy son time. That's my feelings. But their intent, because I just looking at the guys Chelsea's picked me, wouldn't be to replace me in that aspect. Would be just to further the bond between him and the children, just like Uncle Christopher or Uncle Chris or John. It's not to replace me or take that spot. So the intention becomes greater than my feelings, and I have to look at it. And it's been like that throughout this. One of the big intention feelings things I can put out there is this: at the beginning of all this whole divorce thing, period, this whole separation thing. It felt like, to me, my feelings felt like she reached her hand and pulled my heart out, showed it to me, and then crushed it. My feelings are sometimes, the beginning of all this, get mad because we didn't work through this. We're just giving up, get upset, scared, because the future is unknown. But her intentions weren't that. Her intentions were for the both of us to get out of what she's seen as a toxic situation into something that was non-toxic, happy. For us to be happy, for both of us, not just her, for us, for her to finally stand on her own and be her own woman, to help with the grief of losing her parents. Those were her intentions. Now, see, are my feelings right, or her intentions? And if you really look at it, it's her intentions. Her intentions are more important. Not that right and wrong. Her intentions are more important. So I'll remind myself, I reminded myself then, going through the emotions, that that's not what it really is. And I could have just lived in my feelings and been a wreck. So that brings me to, how do you react to somebody's intentions or somebody's feelings? So that being said, I'm absolutely scared of this divorce, not because she's leaving me. I understand that we're not together. I'm not one of those people that are like hanging on. That's not what I'm scared of. I lose in the eyes of the government all my rights that I had, the very little rights I have, to Johnny and Ari. I know that they won't see me differently. Well, no, they won't. And I know John and Chelsea will do everything in their power for me to still see them like I do. But with everything being said, I live in Michigan. Never thought I'd live in Michigan. I'm getting divorced. That I would have told you you're fucking nuts. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life. I've realized two things. The only thing constant in life is death and change. So yes, that stuff scares me. Okay, to know that in reality, not not saying that it will happen. I'm saying it could happen. There is a possibility of her snapping, getting so mad at me she takes the children. I know. And when I said that, because I said you could die, then I lose you as a shield in front of me. And I said that because I'm just, speaking my fears. And she got insulted by that because she feels it'll never happen. I get that you're insulted by it. However, these are my legit fears, man. And it's weird because we had a discussion years ago about being on the will being on her will so that when she died, I still have protection and rights in some capacity with the children. We were trying to figure that out. So, when it wasn't you, you're okay with worst case scenario. But because it is you, you're not okay with worst case scenario. You're insulted. Which I get. But should you react? That's the question. People piss me off all the time. If I see somebody being a dumbass out in public, should I? I have every right to react to them being a dumbass, but should I? Should I really? Should I really go back up to them and smack them back in the head? I'm in a. Sorry, my eyes keep veering off of there because I'm in a group chat and we're talking about Easter. That brings up another. Should you react? So everybody lives in this area, kind of in this area, not too far apart from each other, half an hour maybe. And miscommunication and stuff, and we're all trying to see each other tomorrow. But this just makes me feel that I miss my parents. I know Chelsea feels the same way too because her family is in New York and we can't be in New York, probably not until summer. So it sucks. It sucks right now. That's my feelings. So should I react to this group chat and say, well, at least you guys get to see yours? I haven't seen my father since his heart attack. No, I shouldn't. That's insensitive to everybody's feelings in that group chat as they are feeling them right now. That is something I can say to you. But it's something I will not bring up to the group chat because it just causes more stuff. If I've realized that there are 3 reasons for our failed communication when I was married. One is trying to speak over each other. 2 is trying to speak over each other. We're trying to get the other person to listen, to understand, to trying to convince the other person why we're right. And 3, just reacting to the other person's reaction. That spirals out of control. So I nowadays try to look at the situation and try to pick what I should react to and what I shouldn't react to, because reactions are a big thing, especially if somebody's just trying to vent, trying to convey to you because you are that person they do. It's just easier for them if you listen. And I try to do that with Chelsea, and with everybody else. Just listening to them and not reacting. I used to react all the time. It's probably why communication sucks. My communication sucks. um, with this platform, there's nobody to interrupt me or speak over me, and I actually get to say what I want. If you guys have reaction on this platform, that's good. I encourage it. I actually want reactions for my YouTube videos. I want to have conversation and dialogue. So I am at a place where I'm trying to, and it's working. Gather where I should react and where I shouldn't react to things, how I should react and how I shouldn't react. So I want everybody who's listening to this to take this challenge and to next time just listen to somebody who's complaining, and also stop trying to give advice unless they want it. But another thing I'm doing is not trying to overshare. But just listen to them, even if you feel attacked or you feel like they're wrong. Just hear them out, and then say, "Do you want to have a conversation?" Or you can tell when somebody's up for talking and when somebody's not. Just FYI, the conversations I've had with Chelsea were resolved and weren't mean or bitter. It just, those conversations were the starting point of my brain thinking of this video. And that's how my brain works. If I come across something, I'm like, okay, that works. I'm not the one to sit down and get a piece of paper and go, okay, what do I need to say here? No, it's just like when it hits me and then I go, okay, and write that down. I'm like, what are the base points for this? What are the topics for this thing I want to discuss and share? And with that being said, have a lovely Saturday. Much love, JD. Out.